for joining me again. I want you to sit down and get comfortable because what we're talking about today is so important. In fact, the tip I'm going to share with you can be all the difference between you continuing to progress and continuing to improve your fitness and your health and not. So I have a question for you, for all of you who have healthy New Year's resolutions. How are you doing with them? I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that out of a list of the top 10 New Year's resolutions for 2014, the number one New Year's resolution had to do with weight loss, and the number 5 New Year's resolution had to do with getting and staying fit and healthy. Now, another study that was reported in a journal of psychology in 2002 said that for people in their 20s who had New Year's resolutions, only 39% of them achieved them. And the sad news is that as you get older, or as we get older, we have less success with our New Year's resolutions. And that's really sad, especially if you have New Year's resolutions that have to do with getting healthy and strong. Because when you are healthy and strong, it can enhance your life. And when you develop healthy habits, it can transform your life. So we want to find success with that, whatever our resolutions are, but especially with our healthy resolutions. So unfortunately, there are more reasons why we fail in achieving our healthy fitness goals than there is sand in the desert. So today I want to talk to you about one of these reasons that affects all of us at one time or another. And I want to talk about this particular reason because it's one of the worst, because it sneaks up on us while we're finding success. Usually when we make New Year's resolutions or start with goals, we go gangbusters, right? Especially with fitness. We start out really strong, we see success, we see changes in our bodies that we're looking for, and that helps motivate us. And then this reason that we're talking about today sneaks in, stifles our progress, and frustrates us to the point where we quit at one point or another. So what is this insidious reason? It's us not working through exercise failure. So exercise failure is the point in our workouts where we've done an exercise so intensely that we can't do one more rep. Like when you do push-ups and your chest is burning and your arms are shaking and you go down and you're pushing as hard as you can and you can't seem to make it all the way up, right? You've reached exercise failure. Now for a while, exercising to failure and then stopping is going to give you tons of success. You're going to see changes in your body and you're going to feel like you're progressing, and that's great. As long as you feel the changes and you feel like you're progressing, keep doing what you're doing. But inevitably, there's going to come a point when your body stops responding the way it used to. And then is the time to make sure that you're not going to failure, but pushing through failure. Now you're probably asking me right now through the camera, but Evan, how do we push through if our body's giving out and we just can't do one more rep? I have the tip for you. I've been following this tip for years. I've been helping my personal training clients follow this tip for years, and all of my fitness class participants, and we've had tons of success, and it's so easy. Are you ready for the tip? The tip is modification. Modification is when you change an exercise in a way to make it a little bit more easy so that you can push out a few more reps and still challenge that muscle group that you're working. So let's take it back to our push-up example. Let's say you've been doing push-ups and every day you've been adding 1 or 2 and you feel great, and then you get to a point where you get to 25 push-ups, and every time you go down and you're trying to push up to get that 26th rep, you just can't. Instead of stopping, you modify to get a couple more reps in. If you were in a full push-up position, you put your knees down, right? And pump out a few more. Monkey came to say hi. If you were already on your knees doing push-ups, you stand up, you get to the wall and do wall push-ups. Or instead of dropping completely and stopping, hold the plank position for 30 more seconds. See, all of those were examples of modifications so that when you reach failure, you can continue to challenge the same muscle group. All right, taking it to our running example. Let's say you started a running program, a jogging program, and for some reason you've been hitting a wall at 2 miles. Your lungs are burning, you're out of breath, you feel like you have to stop and cool down after 2 miles. Well, the next time you go running, instead of stopping completely, slow your pace for 5 minutes. Continue to go for 5 minutes until you've caught your breath, and then before you completely stop, push yourself to do a 10 to 15 second sprint before you cool down and stretch. You've modified the speed so that you can continue going just a little bit longer and push yourself at the end. So do you see how modifying the exercises will help you push through failure and push your limits so that you can continue to progress and achieve your goal? The extra little effort it takes to modify and push through a little bit more will come back to you tenfold, because you're going to be able to avoid those plateaus that are so frustrating and lead to everyone quitting at times. You're going to continue to see yourself progress and your fitness improve. But in addition to that, the sense of satisfaction and the sense of empowerment that you're going to have knowing that you found the strength to overcome this challenge is amazing. And if you can do it in the gym, if you can overcome these challenges and find the strength to overcome these challenges in your workouts, then it'll translate into the rest of your life. Whether it's with hard times with your relationships, whether it's a challenge at work, whatever other demons you might be fighting right now, if you can find the strength to push through with your fitness, it'll translate into any other challenge that you're having. So from now on, I want you to think about pushing through your exercise failure, not just going to it. And I promise you, you're going to find success and you're going to feel awesome, not just because you're getting physically stronger, but you're finding that emotional and mental strength to push your limits to continue on. All right, everyone? So remember to push through your exercise failure with modifications. With that, I'm going to let you go. I want to hear about your little successes, what you're doing to push through your exercise failures so that you can continue to improve. So make sure you're leaving comments below and let me know how you're doing. All right, bye-bye, everyone.